Hello and welcome back to the Making Fire podcast. This is a podcast where two longtime besties. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, what up, Doc? This is a podcast where two longtime besties. One of them is a rabbit.
One of them's a furry.
Two longtime besties talk about their favorite TV show, Survivor. This week we're going to be talking about episode 7 of season 46. Before I get into that, Maddie, how are you?
I'm doing good. Did you have to go get the carrot?
That wasn't a carrot. That was a peanut M&M. I realized as I was like, okay, what's the bit gonna be this time? I was like, oh fuck, I don't have any carrots. So I cracked open a good old bag of peanut M&Ms. And that was an orange peanut M&M that I just ate.
Oh, I love it. Where did you get the bunny ears?
A certain retail business establishment I work at had us wear these ears for Easter weekend.
No way.
Yes. And you know damn well I was sitting up at the register like so.
The sneeze transition was excellent. So
Thank you. Hopefully this will hurt my head a little less than my last little outfit. Okay. Maddie, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Two things on the agenda this week. One, IKEA. I have a bone to pick with you, if you're listening. I got some new furniture from IKEA. Just one, like, console table type thing. I think part of what I like about IKEA in this stage of my life is that where I currently live in my apartment, I do not want to live in forever. So I like that I can get things for cheaper and that kind of go with literally any style. So I can just wherever I move next, it still fits, Tell me why so much of the assembly for it is like hammering these little wooden dowels into it, when that is the loudest possible thing it could possibly be. When I'm putting together this giant console type thing, and I have to do 100 of these dowels, it's so loud. I live in an apartment with people around me. Maybe let's think about our audience and not have can I have some screws? Why did the entire thing only take 4 screws?
Baby.
You
better hope there's no earthquakes.
Yeah, I even the metal part of my hammer. I don't have a rubber mallet. The metal part of my hammer was making it so loud. I had to start hammering them in.
Did it come with a rubber hammer?
No.
Oh, that was
I
just what you had.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had to start nailing them in with the butt of the hammer, with the plastic, on it. Anyways, it drives me insane. Sorry to my neighbors if you're listening.
They are.
2, I have to come clean about a recent addiction.
Oh.
The game Candy Crush has re-entered my life.
Not you and your millennial mom era.
I was in our weekly staff meeting at work on Monday. This is only 4 days, and I can't stop. And the person sitting in front of me was playing Candy Crush during the meeting, and I was like, wait, that looks fun. I haven't played since, the pandemic. I used to play a lot during Zoom classes. And now I fully cannot stop playing Candy Crush.
I was going to say something, but I was going to let you finish.
Okay. Anyways, why is that game so fun? And
I never played it.
You've never played it?
No.
You should not get it. I think what's so fun about it is you only have 5 lives, so you want to play until you run out of lives, and then
and then you can't play for what, 24 hours or something?
Well, no, I don't know how long it takes for the lives to come back. I've only been playing it a few times, long enough that I always have my lives refilled by the time I'm playing again. I can't stop playing though. is addicting.
My dad was big into Bejeweled, which is a similar kind of game, I think, like moving pieces to get like matching, and it'll break the whole thing. He was addicted to that post divorce. Are you gonna ask me how I am?
I wasn't sure if that's what you were going to add. The thing that you cut me off for.
I didn't cut you off. I let you keep going.
Okay.
I was gonna say today in one of my classes, how did it come up? Zoom classes came up somehow, and this girl that I've been getting, she's like just somebody I know from the class, but we've like gotten to know each other a little bit. She went, "Oh my god, did you guys have to do school on Zoom?" I had like a mini stroke. I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, not you being able to not take class on Zoom. She was like, "How was it?" And I was like, "Terrible." I was like, I almost dropped out of school. I said, "I learned Spanish 101 and 102 through Zoom." And she said, "Oh my god." And she was like, "Do you not know any of it?" And then I thought I was going to try to give her a response back in Spanish. And I said that. I went, "I was about to give you a response back in Spanish, but I don't even know how I would answer that question." So that when you said Zoom class, I was like, "Oh my gosh," the way that they're like the juniors right now, because I think she's a junior. Like they never had to do Zoom school in university. She was like, "Yeah, I would." She said, "Zoom university sounds terrible," and I was like, "It was." She was like, "How are the breakout rooms?" I was like, "Terrible. They were terrible."
Yeah.
That's not how I am. I know that. Isn't it crazy? That was 3 years. I was thinking about that. My freshman year of college was 3 years ago. I guess would it be technically 3 years ago? Yeah, not 4 years ago because I'm still in college. But 3 years. We made it further. We made it further this senior year run than we did last time. So
yeah, there you go. Well, how are you?
I'm good. My current addiction right now is this show called 24 Hours in A&E. It's a British show where it's all set in one hospital. It's set in St. George's Hospital in southwest London, and the premise of the show is that they film over 24 hours, and then it's cut up into a bunch of episodes. I thought that it went out, like the episodes went hour by hour, but I think it's just random people from throughout the day. But it's just like a kind of like a documentary style show of just like life in a hospital in like an ER. Mm-hmm. But it's usually like 3 patients per episode, so it's like one that's like really bad, like a car accident. It's always either a hit and run, like somebody got hit by a car, or it's an old person that fell down the stairs. And so it's usually that. There's also sometimes it's just like there's like an illness, like someone like it has like sickle cell, or like they're like sick. So it's usually like an accident, somebody's sick, and then it's like a fun one, like a kid is like, oh, like I like one of them was like a girl, her hair got stuck or something. She got stuck in a chair, or maybe I don't know. Something happened where her earring, she got it pierced through like up here, and the ball of the earring got stuck in the ear. So then they had to like surgically remove the ball. I know. It also kind of gross that it's BBC. It's British television, so they don't got like American censors on it. So the way that I was watching fully saw ankle bone.
Oh wait,
I'm not joking.
Real?
This is real. This like a documentary. Like this is a real show. I pulled it up on YouTube. So this is where I watched the videos from. And wait, let me scroll through
Oh my god! Wait, I missed that part. That it's real. Oh.
Oh wait, that's it. Oh wait, you can see. I just be putting.
I can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 up 9.
Oh, that's your
10, 11, 12.
That's your watches.
This is my recent watches. Look at how it's all the blue. I don't know why. It's just like a good. I'm finding it as a good background show because I don't have to pay attention to it. Mm-hmm. But now my whole feed is like this show, but they're all these episodes are on YouTube. I don't know if this is the company that does it, but there's so many episodes on YouTube, and there's no story. Like you're not following like one patient throughout the whole season. It's just like
What's it called?
It's called 24 Hours in A&E.
Okay.
And I put an episode on whatever one's at the top of my feed when I open up YouTube. I'll put it on. Let's get into some Survivor.
Yeah.
What up, Doc? Was that good?
Spot on.
Thank you. Okay, so starting off, I didn't miss. I usually miss the first couple minutes because I'm usually late just sitting down and watching it. I didn't miss them. I don't know. Did they ever talk about the merge tribe name? I wrote it as the top. I couldn't remember them talking about it during the episode.
I don't think they did.
Nunu is the tribe name.
I saw that on
N-U-I-N-U-I.
Yeah, I saw that online, but
How do we feel? What is with all these names? All these tribe names are just repeating syllables.
yeah, it's not memorable.
Reba.
I miss when they could pick it out them. Wait, did they pick it themselves?
Yeah, I think so.
They did.
Maddie's only jealous because she wants the good old days where they name tribes after her.
Good callback.
Good callback. So we start off. We're back after the Mariah vote, and
Moira.
Is her name Moira? No, it's Mariah. You can't do that because I'm gonna get confused. I almost said it, and I had to.
I know you almost said it.
Okay, so Venus is hot on her way back to camp. She is convinced that Soda wrote her name down. In fact, she confronts Soda at camp and says, "Why did you write my name down?"
In her defense, for continuing to interrogate Soda about it, Soda was not good at telling the truth.
No.
She did a bad job trying to convince Venus that it wasn't her.
This is my thing about Soda, spoiler alert, no longer in the game, throughout the whole episode, was that you're mad at Venus, but you're not really doing anything to help your help your relationship with Venus. Like, Venus is 100% right. Why should she trust Soda, somebody who she used to be close to and then suddenly dropped her out of nowhere to Venus, out of nowhere, which we know happened because that Soda told the audience that. Soda said, I was close to Venus, but I see Venus is catching some heat, so I have to distance myself from her. We know that that's the case, and Venus knows that's the case. Venus knows that's what's going on, but Soda's denying it. Soda's oh no, blah 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 blah. I'm that's not helping you. There was something else in this episode with Soda that I was Soda, you're not helping. Venus isn't really in the wrong when it comes. Soda was I don't know why Venus. I don't know. Maybe I'll get to it later in the notes, but it was just so interesting. Again, I think we said this last episode that Venus brain right place. React the
Delivery.
actual delivery
not
in the right place. Maria, sorry, I started reading my episode 5 notes. I was about to say Maria teaching the kids to salsa, yes, because all of my notes are on the same document this season. I was wait, Maria did not teach anybody how to salsa this episode. Soda said that it was not her, and Soda said, maybe it was Mariah that voted for you. Girl, what? Mariah played her shot in the dark. Were you not all of the same tribal? I was girl, let's pay attention a little bit. And then
that's so
we find
suspicious.
It looks so suspicious. Maybe it was Mariah. Girl. It cools down a little bit. They walk off, have a talk. I mean, it doesn't technically cool down. I think they're still mad at each other, but they're not fighting anymore. And out of nowhere, Charlie goes, just to clear the air, Venus, I just want to let you know that I voted for you. Huh?
Why would he say that? Oh my god.
It is okay, so and then Q's response is bro. Q's response is bruh. Why would you do that? And then Charlie was like, Q is playing everybody, blah 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 blah.
I had the same reaction Q did. So
I had the same reaction Q did.
Yeah.
I'm sure others on the island did. Charlie, that was a perfect setup to frame Soda.
Yeah, he never would have had to say anything ever.
Ever. And then he could have possibly gotten Venus back on his good side.
And why would Venus even, like, think it was him? That's so random.
I think Venus's ego is big enough. Respectfully, that's my queen. Venus, I love your big ego. I think Venus's ego is big enough that she would have never realized Charlie was the one that voted for her after she basically told Charlie that she was voting for him and wanted him out. Like, I don't think she would have put two and two together in a respectful way. That is me being respectful. But and then Charlie was like, I don't agree with Q. Like, that was, like, he should not have done that. I don't think he was crazy. I think he was being right and trying to help you.
Yeah.
I wrote, okay, maybe Q is a strategic mastermind, because why does he have to tell people what the right move is?
Yeah. Well, like, that is interesting, because then he's another, like, he knows the correct thing, but I'd say his delivery is not always, like, great.
None of the people's delivery this season is spot on. Charlie said in the confessional, it's Q's way or the highway. And I don't understand what Charlie's beef is with Q in this moment. Sorry, I'm like restating this because to me it was just so confusing. I'm like, if anything, Q wants what was best for you. It was best for you. I'm sorry if this was weighing down your emotional conscience. You got 10 days left in the game. You've never met Venus. You met Venus 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry. Maybe this, like, your morals are really eating at you, but, like, if Venus seems like the type of person that if she's convinced of something, that is the way it is to her. Like, if she's fully convinced it was Soda, there is no way that she's going to doubt that you did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love her, but everything does revolve around her.
I'm fully obsessed with her.
I am too. I'm so glad that she is still in this game.
Me too. I'm on the Venus train.
Me too. Yeah. It would have been so easy to never, like, going back to Banu, you don't have to tell the truth.
You don't. You're not getting extra points for telling the truth.
And he wasn't getting anything out of it except putting, like,
himself in danger. Yeah. Not great. We are still in the night. Ben wakes up and he's having a panic attack. And did you notice at the end of the episode they had like a lifeline?
Yeah, I did.
I was like, ooh, okay. Mental health queens, yes. Ben has a panic attack. Kenzie helps walk him through it. They're BFFLs now. Kenzie says, my mom and sister have anxiety. Why are you putting your mom and sister on blast like that?
They're in their dirty laundry.
They're like, what the fuck did they have to do with any of this? Yeah. But it was a cute moment, I guess. Fun little girls supporting girls. Girls supporting girls.
Yeah.
It was the cut to them all sleeping and his breathing starting to be hard, and I was like, what was that sound?
Is he having a heart attack?
I was like, is his health okay? Physical health was fine, but his mental health not fine.
Yeah.
We go into tribal. No, we don't. We go into the challenge. We're a little early for tribal. Sorry, everybody.
He said, I'm sick of this episode.
We're wrapping it up. We go into the challenge. Fun little challenge callback to Survivor 42, where they Floposaurus Rexed. Marianne shout out. Well, she wasn't shouted out. She just appeared in the montage.
Marianne got married this week.
I saw that. It was so cute.
The eclipse day.
And they like all went out and looked at it.
Yeah.
That precious. Was cute. It was cute. And she looked good in her wedding dress too.
She did.
I don't know why we weren't invited.
As Survivor.
Who did I see? Oh, I saw Stephen Fishback say, why wasn't I invited? Why are you doing that publicly on Twitter? Go if you don't do that in your DMs. What you know what I mean? Marianne's wedding was cute. I didn't see the eclipse. Let's move the fuck on. 2 tribes, 2 people will be safe. 2 people are going home.
Why is this bunny mad at me?
The winner.
How do you do that so loud?
The 2 tribes are going at the same time. It's little buoys in the water that got to balance. Last time they did this was in Survivor 42. The water's rough. I remember the challenge lasted like a minute or two. It was really quick. This time, water still as hell. It lasted a long time.
I love this challenge, by the way.
It was a fun. Okay, the challenge itself, fun. The engagement during this challenge, funner. It was so good. We'll get to it. The premise, 2 tribes, 2 people are going to go home this episode. Whoever is the last person standing on each tribe will win immunity. Whoever is the last person standing will win the reward for their whole tribe, which was some sandwiches, amongst other things, pastries probably, I don't know. Coffee, iced and warm. I remember that because I was like, you really want them to shit themselves.
That was for Tim.
It was for Tim. I mean, now he got access to a toilet, so what does it matter? He and Ponderosa. Sorry, not he. I don't know why. The tribes. So the last person wins reward, and they win going to tribal second, because the tribe going to tribal first, the person voted out there will not make the jury.
Would be the biggest bummer.
Yeah. After 2, you merged, you already voted somebody out in the fake merge, and now you're like, you still haven't made jury? That's crazy.
Obviously, like, if I were to play, I would want to win, but I would also love to be on that jury.
Mm-hmm. Serve client.
Lounge all day. Chit chat.
Tan.
Yes.
Gab with the girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vote at the end. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's us. We're little PG majors. We love to vote. Me realizing political science majors for those normies out there. Why are we the only? Anyway. So the challenge was fun. The challenge was silly. Here's the breakdown. So on the orange tribe, we have Tiff, Kenzie, and Q, the OG purple. I still don't know the OG tribe names. I'm so sorry. Tiff, Kenzie, and Q. From the purple tribe, Ben and Tim from the green tribe, and Hunter from the OG orange tribe. And then on the new purple tribe, we have Soda, Liz, Venus, and Tevin from the OG orange tribe, and Maria and Charlie from the green tribe. So initially you're thinking, okay, Maria and Charlie are going to be in trouble because they're the outliers, and then Hunter is the clear boot on the orange tribe. But that's what you think. We'll get into it in a second. That's what you think. That's what I said. That's what she said.
That's what your
I'm
mom
just going
said.
down the list. Right. Have you ever been to Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy?
Sorry, did you say something?
Right. So we start the challenge. The water's still. Q wants to play the alphabet game, and nobody knows how to play it. That was wild to me. And then the fact that I lived, okay, I don't know if I'm a Charlie stan, but I did think it was silly when Charlie was like, okay, I'll go. And then he fucked it up on purpose. Lived for that. Liz, for owning 4 businesses, does not have great listening skills. She was like, what do you mean? I did it. He said Boston, so I said, and he was like, no.
Everyone is fed up with Liz. I don't get the vibe that anyone likes her.
The way that I'm seeing so much Liz standing on Twitter.
So reason number 1 why I'm no longer on Twitter is that
they're saying that she has the underdog edit. Under the radar edit.
I'm sorry. If she wins, I don't know if I can continue watching.
People are like, okay, well, nobody wants to vote her out. She's confident in the game, obviously, because she didn't bring her back to tribal. People are coming to her with all of the information of the game. She's getting to decide who she wants to vote out, and nobody's ever written her name down, and she's never come up as a topic to be voted out.
Because why would you vote her out?
Exactly, the under the radar winner.
I just think that like
it's giving
anyone.
It's
else
giving
could
you
be
hating
her.
on Marianne. Is Liz your new Marianne?
I hope not.
I don't think Liz is gonna win. I think people are being silly, but Q, yeah, they play the alphabet game. We get a Jelinski shout out on episode 7. Oh,
Did you see
jump
that
scare!
Jelinski is selling merch of himself, like himself on a T-shirt.
Let me look.
Yeah,
I might have to buy a shirt, you guys.
I was actually thinking about getting it for you, but
Oh, do not do that. Do not do that.
For context, it's a drawing. The shirt has a drawing of him doing the very first sweat challenge on it.
That he didn't even fucking complete?
Yes.
Oh, it's called the Jelinski store.
And it says Jelinski across it in big letters.
It says Legends Never Die.
Yeah.
This doesn't even look like him. How do I report this? Wait, his link tree has one. Hold on. Let me hold on. Oh, fuck.
How much is he selling it for?
Let me look. He is selling the t-shirt for $25.
Oh
and
my
the hoodie
God.
for $40.
$40 for a Jelinski.
For a Jelinski hoodie.
I'm sorry.
In his link tree, he has. Wait, why can't I? How do I go back? Oh, this is making me mad. I saw he has some sort of certification on there. Oh my God, about me. David Jelinski, from Vegas high roller to Survivor contender. David Jelinski, renowned for his captivating stint on Survivor 46. I already have to stop. Why is this so long?
Oh my God. Do you think he's
How
on
do I-
Cameo already?
Yeah. Let's see. He cut his hair. I'm gonna comment. Are you a boy or are you a girl? I got a question. So I also thought they were so silly. Jeff. So Tim says, "What's up, Jeff?" And Jeff says, "What's up, Tim? Thank you for the shout out." And Q says, "No, Jeff. That's how black people ask for the time." And then Jeff goes, "Oh, I learned so much from this show." It was so somebody said it really well on Twitter. It was Davey from David vs. Goliath. He was like, this is why diversity matters on this show, because he said in my season, which was only a couple years ago, I would have never been comfortable enough to be like that during a challenge ever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, now look at them up there. They're just chilling. They're being silly. Which is, it's so hard. It's such a cute. It's cute. It was like, aw.
It's fun.
I love that.
I love getting to see personalities.
Me too. It was a fun challenge. I'm on this Q train right now. I'm really liking him. He's cracked. He's like crazy, but I'm living for him. He's good TV.
Great TV.
Great TV. Which is somebody I think pre-season I would have never have guessed Q was going to be like a character to watch, you know? And even if I did, I would have thought maybe, because you know sometimes they have like the country people,
yeah,
they're like I'm thinking of Keith from San Juan del Sur,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. him and OJ.
Well, not R.I.P. to OJ.
OJ looking up on us right now.
Looking up from
R.I.P. that. Hey. What was that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. Kenzie, it happens really fast, so they have to like stand. They have to, which I was like, I can't. I mean, I've never done it, and I don't really have great balance, so I'm one to talk shit. But it was the fact that all they were just standing on like the bar.
Yeah.
That got most of them out. Like most of them were fine with their feet on the side. I feel like that's where I would have gone because I'm like the weight. like all that pressure on like my two toes compared to just standing on a balance beam. I don't know, but that got most of the people. It happened really fast. The the new like the orange tribe for this challenge dropped like flies. It was quick. And Kenzie ended up getting it and then jumping off like right before Tiff like fell off. So Kenzie ends up getting immunity, but her tribe all left at the same time. So they're going to be going to tribal first. The other tribe also falls pretty quickly, but it's just Tevin and Maria left. Everybody's cheering Tevin on.
Yes, I was not happy about that as a Maria fan. Like, give her some credit.
Give her some credit. And nobody was cheering Maria on, but then suddenly she wins immunity. Everybody's like, Maria! Yes! I'm like, y'all weren't supporting your sister the whole time.
To be fair, I feel like the person that was the most loud about cheering Tevin on was Jess Soto.
And now she ain't there to cheer him on anymore.
Which doesn't seem to bother Tevin too much.
We'll get into it. We get back to the tribes. They're divided into two different camps, so they're not able to see what's going on. We go into the orange tribe, and it's pretty quick that Venus is like, this is a pretty easy Charlie vote. He's the only person we can vote. It'll be pretty easy. Tevin's like, no, we're going to vote Venus out. Why does Tevin hate women? That's it. That is my winner pick. But also, why are you so... He hates women.
Yeah?
He said, I hate Venus's guts. He did say that. He said that. He said that. He said, I hate Venus's guts, and I hope she drowns in the ocean. He said that.
Oh, I must have missed that part.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, or did he just tell you that personally?
No, he, like, DM'd me. It was actually in a behind-the-scenes clip that you didn't get. Like, I have special access. Jeff and I are cool like that.
Oh, yeah, you're besties with Jeff. I can tell. You speak really highly of him, so...
Q, we get a confessional from Q. What are your thoughts on this? Q says that he's throwing challenges.
I saw some discourse about this online.
He said, sorry, you go, and then I'll say what I have to say.
Okay, I think I can see both options, or both scenarios being true, because he does get so hard on himself when he loses that for him to go out so early, like, wasn't he first out?
Yeah, I think he was.
That would be embarrassing, and I feel like he'd be beating himself up about it. But at the same time, like, I feel like it's a good way to be like, no, it's fine. I just wanted to test people's loyalty. Like,
okay, he has proven. I mean, he hasn't really proven himself because they have not like his OG tribe did not do well in challenges, but I was like, okay, he is a very clear physical threat. That is a muscly man.
He's not good at challenges.
I know, but it's all they need is like physically. You see him and you're like, okay, maybe he'll pull something out.
Mm-hmm.
But when he said, I just wanted to test people's loyalty, what? Girl, that's how I know you're telling a story. Because that doesn't make any sense. You're going to test people's loyalty in a 6-person vote where you're split down the middle?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. That was a crazy justification.
I agree. I think he could have, if he would have said, oh, I wanted to get out early because I don't want people to see me as like a challenge threat, that would be a different story than I want to test people's loyalty.
I was like, whose loyalty are you testing? The two people who are committed to you, Tiff and Kenzie?
Yeah.
I was like, Q, I need you to get it together, sir. Q is... Okay, Tim's not doing a great job hiding the fact that he does not want to be in this alliance.
Tim's not doing a great job, period.
He wasn't doing a great job, period, but it was the fact that I'm like, you can't even lie.
Why do these people not want to lie? I'm
I
so
don't
confused.
I don't know, but I'm thrown off. And I yeah. What I'm unsure about is Tim, why are you like this alliance is kind of perfect for you. And it's perfect. I could understand being on the fence about a 6-person alliance where it's 2 people from each starting tribe. I could understand being on the fence. But Q is so committed to this alliance.
And very
Q,
obviously.
Very obviously. Tevin is pretty convinced about this alliance. Tiff and Hunter are. These are 4 people who are committed to this alliance. Tim, you could easily put yourself in a power position if you just acted. If you just lied a little bit.
If you just gave off an ounce of care about this.
Like, you don't have to like commit to them, but you can do a little bit better than being like, no, we need to vote who did he say? Hunter out.
Yeah.
We need to vote Hunter out. It would have been different if it was Tevin. If it was Tevin, I feel like Q may have had because Hunter, Tim, and Hunter, Tim, and Q were the starting people.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're the founders. You don't want to get another founder of the alliance out because you're like that's the core. That was the whole idea. Is you 3 are the core of this alliance. For you to be like, oh, let's get Hunter out. I'm like, Tim, you have to play pretend a little bit.
I also hate his commitment to the tribe lines.
What is strange to me?
Why are so many of them so committed to this? Like, it just makes
It's because it's all they know. It's all they know. When you don't go to tribal at all, it's all you have to work with. Because at that point, you merge, and all you have to compare to is your tribe. Because you haven't had to build any of those alliances. And so he doesn't know that Maria doesn't think of him as his number 1 ally. He doesn't know that Charlie and Maria are a secret duo. Because he hasn't had to put any of that to the test.
Yeah.
So it's like...
It's hard to watch.
It is hard to watch, and I'm like, you're digging yourself a hole that you don't have to dig. All you have to do is just lie, or at least just seem semi-interested. You don't have to say a lie.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to lie. If Q's coming up to you, and you could just be enthusiastic. Just be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Even saying it like this instead of being like, I'm not sure. I'll have to look around. If you're like, okay, no, I see what you're saying, but like, I'm just gonna have to talk around to people, and I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
2 very different approaches to saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. One leaves me more confident as an alliance member. That's like, oh, you're going around to people and you're leaving. Like, it's okay. Okay, that makes sense. One is being like, oh my god, this person doesn't trust me at all. We need to get him out immediately.
Yeah.
All the white people to the back immediately. You know that sound?
No.
Right. Do you have any other thoughts on that?
They're gonna ask me if I've been to Krispy Kreme again.
No, I have a once per episode quota, people.
No, I just agree with you. I'm
Cute.
anti-Tim.
Barbie. Oh my god. Me, except Tim equals Vax. She ate, except she equals Onika and 8 equals burgers. Onika burgers.
I don't know what you're quoting.
You don't know Onika burgers?
No.
Wait, hold on. Let me just do a quick Google search, y'all. Okay, it's Stan Twitter. You're familiar with Stan Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay, Onika burgers. Pop, Pop Base on Twitter?
Yeah.
Pop Base, this was a while ago. I don't remember what year. This was last year. February 2023. Pop Base tweeted a picture of Kris Jenner and a drawing that Northwest did of Kris Jenner. It said, Northwest draws her grandmother, Kris Jenner. And I think this person is... this person... So it's a Nikki Stan account. Nikki Stan account replied and said, why she ate. And then this person... They may have been a I don't know what it was somebody rivaling with Nikki said, because the Nikki said why she ate. And so the person replied, said she equals Onika, 8 equals burgers. And so I think it was supposed to be like Nicki Minaj eats burgers, like it was supposed to be like a fat thing. But then everybody was like, "Girl, why Onika burgers? Like that doesn't make any sense." So she equals Onika, 8 equals burgers. Why Onika burgers? Anyway.
Thank you for that pop culture lesson.
Me when I'm a professor. Y'all know about Dramageddon and Onika burgers? We're back again. Whose entrance line is that? It's someone from All-Star 6. I'll let you get there. Get to All-Star 6 and you'll see it.
Oh.
Q throws a challenge, allegedly. The Purple Tribe is sunbathing. Charlie is freaking out. He's like, I need someone to talk to me. Soda basically sees... Oh, this is what I was referencing earlier. Soda sees through Venus and says, I can tell she doesn't trust me. And then I wrote, in Venus's defense, what have you done to show trust to Venus?
If I were Venus, I would never trust Soda. Like...
Soda's... Yeah.
It's too far gone.
It's too far gone. Like, Soda's like, I can see she doesn't trust me. The reason... Oh my god. Imagine I just threw up all over my house. That would have been crazy. Guys, I have the hiccups. Hold on. A little bit of heartburn. I think I need to get tested for ADHD. I truly do. Be honest, do you think I should get tested for ADHD?
If that's what you want.
That's not very helpful.
I don't know how to tell this person in bunny ears in front of me if they should get tested for ADHD.
I feel like I need to. I feel like it will complete. Like it'll fill me up.
Some questions.
And then when it comes back negative that I have it, then what am I supposed to do?
Tell the doctor.
How does it work? Is it negative? Is it a positive negative?
Oh, yeah. You tell the doctor, okay, I'm gonna have that, but what do I have?
I have a fat ass. I have a killer smile. And I have $100,000 thanks to Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmetics. So Tevin wanted to get Venus out, but then after Soda, he sees Soda basically like manipulating and master planning everything. He has this realization where I just broke my mechanical pencil. He has this realization that, okay, maybe it's time for Soda to get going.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Tevin hates women. Why? I was like, this is crazy. It's just woman after woman after woman.
Can I say, I have a comment.
Yeah.
So Tevin was talking about how Soda is also like best friends with everyone. Everyone's super comfortable around her. But I don't think the show showed that. Like I don't remember anyone being close to Soda.
I remember them having a trio at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I remember I was like, okay, that was like the trio running the camp. I remember that being the story. But what I never really saw is I guess I don't know when they started fading away from each other. Because Tevin's like, I've had to distance myself from Soda. And I'm like, why? And then on the same note, Tevin tells Liz and is like, we need to go for Soda. And Liz is like, I'm down. We get I said, confessional from Liz. Oh, we're up. Liz says that Soda is her number one target. What? Since when?
My theory is that Liz's number one target is whoever someone else's number one target is, and they tell her that that's who they need to get out. So that's
why she's winning, because that's the Sandra strategy. That is the Sandra strategy. Anybody but me.
Yeah.
me when Liz becomes the first 3-time winner of Survivor, when she wins back-to-back-to-back seasons. She wins All-Star. She wins this season. She goes on All-Stars, wins All-Stars, and then they bring her back for Winners at War 2. She sweeps Winners at War 2.
Mm-hmm.
Sweeps.
I'm just having a hard time picturing it, but
Here. Will this help? Boop. Oh, you can't even see. Oh. Is that helping you picture it? Oh.
Were you just turning your flashlight on?
Yes. Oh wait, you know what it's giving? It's giving beautiful. You know the Vine? Oh no! Fuck!
Oh yeah. 8.5.
I don't remember. Oh, I was trying to order posters and I accidentally sent the wrong size to the printing people, so I had to call them, and then I couldn't figure out what half of 17 was. Wait, 8.5? That's not half of 17. Oh no, it is. I was like, fuck, what's the size? What's the 17 size? And I was like, 5.5, 5.5 by 5.5. I was on the phone. I was like, 5.5 by 8.5. It was a 5.5 by 8.5. Anyway, they. What the fuck am I think I have ADHD. I'm not lying. Like, I think I do need to get tested. Venus. Venus now wants Tevin out.
Yeah.
And I said, Venus, no, shut up, please. This is after the soda plant starts going in motion. And she's like, I'm sick of Tevin talking to me like this. We need to get Tevin out. Venus, if you don't. And so then, well, because she initially, there was some really interesting stuff going on within the whole dynamic here. That Venus unknowingly proposes like a 3-2-1 vote split, where she's like, you, me, and Maria, and whatever, and like they could, I don't know, but it was so interesting. It was so interesting. Venus not really having the right idea. Like, she has the right idea, but not the right idea. Wrong bitch. Right idea.
Why would you ever propose this to Maria?
Was I saying Maria?
No. Wait.
Oh. What did I say? I was saying Venus. Okay, no, you asked, why would you propose this to Maria?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, sorry, I was confused about you. Yeah. What a weird choice.
And the way she talks to Maria, I'm glad that Maria confronted her about it later. Because I was like, girl, calm down. Oh my god. I would never, like... I'm sorry. I don't get the impression that you know Maria that well. To just, like... I don't know. Come at her like that. Like, oh, so you don't want to work with me. Like,
which is crazy.
Like, girl, that's an up in here thought. Not an out loud thought. Okay.
But the crazy thing, like, she's not too far off. Like, she's right. Like, Maria doesn't want to work with her. Nobody wants to work with her. Yes, what's getting me is that Venus isn't too far off. Like, she knows what she's talking about most of the time, but it's just like it's for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like, she's almost there, but it's not, and I have to give her props. Kudos to you, Mama, for spilling.
If there's one thing you're gonna do, it's give Venus props.
I love her.
That she has the right idea.
She does have the right idea. Nobody wants to work with her. You know how many times people are at the bottom of a tribe and they don't realize they're at the bottom and they just stick on? At least Venus is trying something.
No, I appreciate it. It's very funny to me.
Marina tells Venus how it is. She doesn't like
Marina.
No. Oh, I'm thinking Marina Summers, who was just on UK versus the World 2. She sang a song and goes, "Ah, Filipina."
You hit such a high note that the mic cut out.
Okay. I don't know where I am in my notes. The Purple Tribe is in the hands of Maria and Charlie, which is crazy. Oh, I was gonna say that I've never seen such a cracked original tribe. The Orange Tribe is so split up; it is insane to me.
They're at each
None
other's
of them.
throats.
They are at each other's throats. I would say Tevin and Hunter are the only two people that have each other's backs, but that I don't see. I don't see that being like a solid thing throughout the merge.
No, not at all. I already see like
Hunter has. I think is it Hunter? Hasn't Hunter thrown Tevin under the bus? Did you see that? We'll get to it at the end of the episode. Sorry. It was intense. Cracked tribe, in the hands of Maria and Charlie, which is really intense, which is kind of fun though. We get back to the other tribe, and Tim is pushing for Hunter bad. Q doesn't like that, and he quickly becomes over Timothy.
he moves on fast.
He moves on fast. Q wants to switch. Q wants to go to Ben. He doesn't want to go for Hunter. He's like, we need to get Ben out. Hunter's part of my alliance. And he switches to Ben. And we're realizing that Q flip-flops a lot.
Yes, and his alliance is not happy about it.
I wouldn't be either.
No.
Tiff is right. Tiff and Gidzy are right. That he walks away, comes back, it's a whole new person. That would stress me out for no reason. Like, girl, get it together.
Yeah.
He wants to vote for Tim now. He wanted to vote for Ben. He wanted to vote for Tim. And now it's all these things. This really leads up into like it's basically like who's going home then, Tim or Ben. And there's a little bit of Hunter. Maybe Hunter's like, I'll play my idol if I need to. But I think Hunter played this round really well.
He really laid low.
Yeah.
And let the chaos
let it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. He trusted in Q. He trusted Q would do what he needed to do, and it worked. I think this was a really good episode for Hunter. I think this was a really good episode for Kenzie.
Yeah.
We got good gameplay from Kenzie, but we also got a good like winner edit character development for Kenzie. We see that she's passionate about people. She cares for people. But she will ultimately put her game first, which is really good. I think this was a great episode for Kenzie and Hunter.
I agree.
I think I would say this was we didn't get enough game from Maria other than her talking down about Venus. But I feel like this positioned, like, if you're just looking at the game, I think Maria is positioned really well. But taking in the show, like the edit and everything, I think Hunter and Kenzie are doing pretty well.
I agree. Yeah, we didn't get as much from Maria as I was hoping.
I'm a Filipina. My name is Maria. Maria's not Filipina.
No.
We go into tribal. First tribal is really emotional, you guys. Emosh-tosh.
I have one more comment before. That annoyed me a little bit. Tevin makes a comment and he's like, I really want to make the first blind side of the season. But I'm like, girl, just because you weren't at tribals where there was a blind side doesn't mean that didn't happen. Like, tell that to Jem with the idol in her pocket.
True. Jem with the idol in her pocket. Who else was blindsided? I feel like Jelinski was blindsided a little bit. I don't think he was expecting to go home over Jess. Mm-hmm. It was Jess, Banu, and Jelinski. Right.
Yeah.
Jess knew she was going home. We should invite her on the pod.
Yeah. She doesn't give me talkative vibes.
Okay, moving on. On to tribal. It was a really emotional first tribal. Oh my god, I almost just broke my fucking teeth. This thing doesn't... That would have been fucked. Okay. Emotional first tribal. Kenzie's giving JoJo Siwa tease. Her little bow.
Yeah, I do like the little hair accessories, though.
JoJo is a kind of a hot topic right now.
Dream guest on my podcast? Well, let me spice things up. One of my exes.
Why is that us? Except neither of us have an ex to have on the podcast. My dream guest? Jess from Survivor 40. from Survivor 46. I'll text Sandra and see if she's busy. Now that Traitors is wrapped up. I don't really have much else to say other than this was an emotional tribal. I think Kenzie had a pretty good little monologue.
Yeah.
Again, a good edit monologue. And I think Q, I saw somebody tweet about this and I thought it was really interesting. People were like, okay, Q's kind of playing the game a little bit. The way that he got all the focus on Kenzie at that tribal, he said, let's all give her some congratulations. The smallest person beat out all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, let's remember, she just won immunity. Congratulations. I was like, okay.
She's good at challenges.
I'm good at challenges. I'm not. That's them. That's him to them. That was really it. Emotion tribal, and we end up getting a Ben boot. No, we end up getting a Tim boot.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why. I wish Ben was booted. I don't know. He's fine.
I'm glad Ben is in over Tim.
He's pretty middle of the road for me. I don't hate Ben. I don't love Ben.
Mm-hmm.
As a character on the show. Ben, I'm sure you're a lovely person.
I feel like you had a lot to say about his bio.
I did. I thought he was insufferable. And you can tell him I said that. Clip this and send it to him. I thought your bio was insufferable. But you seem fine on the show right now, so good for you, King.
Yeah.
Short King. The next trip was a little more.
You?
I'm 5'4".
Yeah.
I am. Maddie, short kings are in right now. I'm 5'4".
I actually don't know how tall you are.
I'm
Can I guess?
like I guess
5'11" and a half.
I'm like 5'10" and a half.
Oh.
Like an inch off, 5'10" and a half, 5'11", depending on the shoe.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I'm not one of those freaks that rounds up to 6 foot.
I mean, that'd be a bit of a stretch for you to round up to 6 foot.
An inch?
And a half. Wait.
Oh, so suddenly. You should hold your microphone. This is kind of fun.
Mine is on a thing.
Okay, then take it off. Take it off.
I don't think I can.
Bags in the bins. Me if I was a TSA worker.
That could be your post-college career.
Why the fuck would you say that? I hate the TSA. This is an anti-TSA podcast. If you work for the TSA, fuck you and your boss. Anyway, Tim goes home. Fine. Sorry, bye, Tim. And then the second tribe was a little spicier. We don't really know exactly what this vote's looking like. We don't know if it's going to be Venus or if it's going to be Soda. Pretty sure it's not going to be Tevin or Hunter at that point. It was pretty much if it was going to be Venus or Soda. Nothing crazy I don't think happens like at tribal. But they end up voting Soda out. It's a 2-4 vote. And it was Soda and Tevin voted for Venus. And so then, Soda gets up, looks at Venus, and says, it was you, wasn't you? Or wasn't you? It was you, wasn't it? And Venus doesn't say anything. Venus is like... and Soda was like, I knew it. I knew it was you. And, like, gives her a pat on the back.
And then they're like, I love you, girl.
Yeah, and then it cuts to Tevin, and Tevin's like, no. See that? Tevin was like, no. Yeah. Okay, pro, it looks like Venus did the move. Con, Venus didn't actually do the move. And now she is setting herself up, I think she's setting herself up to be a 0-vote finalist. The way I can already see it, she's going to get to the end with Tevin, and they're going to be like, what's one move you did? And she's going to say, I plotted the Soda vote off. And Tevin's going to go, actually, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I think it also looks good for Tevin that he did not vote for Soda. Because then he can be like, we were loyal.
I don't know why I just started eating. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Was it a great move for Tevin to get Soda out at this point?
I don't know. I think he just wanted to cut ties. I think he was over it and was like, I'm moving on. You're.
But like, I don't feel like it was the moment. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it.
I'm
I'm not
just
saying it
glad
was a
her.
bad move. Not you being a Soda hater.
No, but I'm glad Venus is still in. If it was down to the two of
Oh,
them, I'd rather Venus.
it
Or
could
I'd
have
rather
been
Soda.
Liz. I'd rather
She didn't even
Liz,
bring her back.
which is crazy.
And her cockiness. Oh my god, shut up. She has no brain. Sorry.
Soda and Tim both cry on their way out.
Soda's very emotional.
Valid.
Yeah.
Because she kind of went on the top of the game to just got undercut like that. At least she made the jury.
Yeah.
I liked Soda.
I did too.
She was fun. I enjoyed her. I wrote this thought here. This could be a closing thought, maybe. I'm sitting here thinking about the game as I watch these travels, and I just don't feel like I feel like there's no depth to the game anymore. In a longer game, or like a long merge, 39 days, we're able to see deeper connections, and it just doesn't feel that way. Like, I don't feel like any of these people know each other. I don't feel like there's any connection beyond, and that's why they're also staying so close to I said this earlier. It's the same thought that I had earlier. So they're staying so close to these tribes is because there's no room for them to know people, and it feels rushed. Like, I was watching tribals, and I was remembering, like, there's something about a tribal 27 days in and there's 6 people left. There's something about that where the connections are so deep. They talk about how close they are in this game now. In like 15 days, they're like, we're so close. But I'm like, there's something about you're 26 days in, you're filthy, you're hungry, you're exhausted, you're annoyed with these people. Like, you can't be around these people anymore. You're so annoyed with them. Day 27, you have 8 days left in the game. You have a week left. How are you going to do a week? You're voting out these people. Like,
yeah.
There's something about just that, like, in my head, right? Like, there's only 26 days in this season. You're still 27 days in and you have a week left. Like, there's something that's just more.
Different mindset.
It's a different mindset. And I feel like I'm noticing, and I'm sure other people are noticing, that there is just a lack of that depth
I think it's
missing in the game.
Like, hard to fully immerse yourself in it.
Yes, because it's so quick.
So quick. Also, to get on my negativity train, sorry. I am so sick of these splitting into 2 tribes things after they're merged. Like, can we just have a normal merge vote? Like, I don't want to see them having... Also, shut up, Liz. When Liz was like, I like that we did this. Shut up. I don't care. I just want to see them all play together. I'm so sick of this. Them having to scramble and, I don't know, play on 2 small tribes and have the 2 people go home. Like, you can have 2 people go home in an episode. That's fine. But just, like, don't split them up, please.
Yeah. I agree. I just kind of want some more classic Survivor. It's hard for them to get footing in the merge when you're consistently being thrown twists at the beginning. And then, like, last season, I remember we were watching, it wasn't until like the final 6 or 7 that they finally had a normal vote. Yeah. I think it was honestly the final 6. It was like a normal nothing, right? That's 6 votes into the merge, right? And you haven't had that, like, normalness, and then you get to a normal vote and it's just boring or something. Like, I don't know, like, I don't like it, and I don't want to tiptoe around it. I don't like it, and I'm missing, I don't know why I'm thinking about it. Like, I'm just thinking, like, Nicaragua is one of my favorite seasons, which is a controversial opinion, but I was thinking about, like, the arc that Holly that season has. And it's just like she goes from, like, wanting to almost quit the game, and she goes on this whole journey where she's like, she realizes that she wants to be there, and she becomes like a powerhouse player and is making great strategic moves, and she's playing with these young people that are different than her, and they're playing it because it was a generation season, and there's Jane, the crazy old lady, and she there's these deep connections, and then they backstab her. There's no backstabbing like that. There's blindsiding, which is different than backstabbing, because, like, Jane finds out that she's going home in the middle, like they haven't even gone to tribal yet. Like she's able to put the pieces together, and Jane's pissed. There's no time for that backlash. It happens so quick that people are making these moves that people aren't able to process anything. And the richness of like I'm a fucking food critic. The richness of Jane's response to that is something that we have not seen in the new era. Jane breaking down, throwing the water on the fire in response to being so upset. She's 27. I don't know if it's 27 days. She made it to like the final 6, final 5. I think honestly it was probably the final 5. She made it so deep into the game. And for you to get cut like that, you had a week left and you get cut like that. That's the type of, I want that on Survivor. I want that raw emotion in that sense. I don't want raw emotion of people being like, oh, we love each other so much and this is so fun. I want raw emotion of passion of people being like, I can't get voted out. I've been here for 27 days. I've been here for 28 days. Like, I'm so close. Is this making sense? Or am I just ranting?
No, I agree with you. And I found myself this weekend. I was like, or this past weekend, I was like, oh, I want to watch something. What should I watch? And then I was like, oh, I want to watch Survivor. Like, I'm kind of feeling watching Survivor right now. I want to start, like, I'm thinking about starting an old season because I'm just not like getting Survivor out of what I'm watching right now. And that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be actively watching a Survivor season and then being like, this isn't really like giving
What you want it to give.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are my closing thoughts. I'm gonna start a new segment on the show where I share my favorite tweets because I feel like I'm always referencing Twitter. I have 3 from this episode. First of all, at I don't know how to pronounce his name. Fatty on Insulin. That's kind of a sick name. Hold on. That was me actually processing. They said, "Ooh, I got to say something right now," and it's a picture of Hunter and Q. And I was like, "Yeah, you're so valid for that." Those are, I think, Hunter and Q are probably the island crushes this season.
Yes.
Next tweet. Someone named Danny. They said, "A woman getting credit for Tevin. The woman haters move. I love good news." And it's a picture of Erica jumping up and down. It's just a little gif. We love Venus getting credit. And then it says, somebody tweeted, "Votes from Venus, 100% success rate. Votes for Venus, 0 success rate." And then it's this clip of Abby Maria. So those are just some of my, me too. We should talk about Abby Maria.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing thoughts, Maddie?
No, honestly. I like this episode.
I also liked this episode.
Yeah. I think
Were
it was
you supposed
hard.
to say but?
Well, I was going to say I liked it, but I just want, I don't know. That's mascara messed up. Anyways, I don't remember where I was going with that thought. It was fine. I feel like it was kind of hard to like remember everything with the bouncing back and forth between the random groups of 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what even happened? Yeah. What were you gonna say about the next episode?
Did you see the trailer for next episode?
I did, but I don't remember it.
It starts with like Hunter in a tree, in a spy shack in the tree.
Oh, yes,
and they're looking for him.
Yes. Okay, Tony.
And literally, and they're like, it's like a bunch of fighting.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to tribal, and so does like, and then Jeff's like, I've never seen something like this happen at tribal.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's juicy. I'm hoping it's a juicy episode. I feel like we're picking up. I feel like this season is picking up pace.
And you know
at
what?
The merge.
I always have not always. Especially in this new era, I have not been loving pre-merge at all.
Mm-hmm.
Any season. And so I'm glad that it is starting to get more interesting. So maybe this season will turn itself around. Who knows?
You spin me right around, right now. POV, I'm on the Troublemakers. Thank you all for watching the Making Fire podcast. Making Fire and etc. Making Fire, etc. Because sometimes we talk about beyond Making Fire. If you work for the TSA, fuck you. Thank you for watching. If you liked this episode, feel free to subscribe. We have episodes coming out every week. Maybe not consistently every week, but there are episodes every week. And what?
I feel like we haven't missed that many weeks.
No, we haven't missed weeks. They're just sometimes they're on Friday, sometimes they're on Saturday.
Sometimes they're on Monday. Sometimes they're on Tuesday.
And you know what? Maddie is I have to sorry, that sounded like I was shitting on Maddie. That was not shitting on Maddie. Because the way the only end of the deal, Maddie edits these, she records these, she uploads these. The only end of the deal I have to hold up.
I post on Instagram too.
I was getting to that. The only end of the deal that I'm supposed to hold is that I'm supposed to edit and upload the clips. And I don't. So Maddie basically runs this. That was not me shitting on Maddie. That was me just trying to be silly. Like, oh, sometimes so pay your dues to Maddie. Love and respect women.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
But I love when you edit the clips. You do a really good job.
Thank you. Hopefully in come a week and a half, I'll be a little less wanting to drown myself in the river, in the body of water that my school is named after. Subscribe if you like the podcast or don't. Sorry, no, subscribe both if you like the podcast or don't like the podcast. Subscribe either way, and then you can leave us hate comments or something. You can
hate comments or engagement.
And that's what I said. You can find us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Making Fire Pod. We will be continuing our Survivor 46 coverage next week with episode 8. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Bye.